The incredible Nepali coast is a must-see for everyone who's traveling to Kauai, and a lot of people say that the best way to see it is from the air, so you'll find tons of options for helicopter tours on the island. But they can be really expensive and definitely add to the stress on your wallet. But after a little bit of searching, we found a similar experience where you still get to see Kauai from the air, but it's literally half the price, and we wanted to share it with you. Hello happy travelers, welcome back to our Kauai series. So we are going heavy on the excursions on this trip. Today we are taking a scenic plane flight over Kauai. Now I know what you're thinking, the helicopter flights over Kauai are the big thing to do, but we actually found a small plane flight which was literally half the price of the helicopters. Now you don't get as much flexibility because you can't hover and stuff, but at half the price it's saving us over $300, which we think is great and can buy a lot of Mai Tais later on.
Today we are flying with Air Ventures Hawaii. They take off from Lihue Airport, the same airport you probably flew into. It's just a different part of the terminal. Our flight leaves at 10 a.m. and they told us to be here at 9:30, so let's go check in.
So it's no secret that the Nepali coast is the crown jewel of Kauai, and we are choosing to see it two ways on this trip. We already saw it by sea yesterday, but the weather was a little bit moody, so we didn't get quite the full experience, even though it was very cool.
Helicopters are coming in.
But today is absolutely crystal clear, which is incredible, and we're seeing it from the air.
Flight also is the exact same amount of time as the helicopter flight would be.
We thought we'd save a little bit more money and still see the same views. If you're interested in this particular tour, we booked this on Get Your Guide, and we'll link it below in the description so you can check it out.
Our pilot just told us this is a Gibbsland Arrow for all you aviation nerds out there.
After coming to our cruising altitude, our pilot headed towards the center of the island. Usually this part of Kauai is covered in clouds, and it's extremely rare to see it as clear as it is today. In fact, our pilot told us days like this happen only a couple times a year. On the way towards the mountains, he pointed out the famous waterfall from Jurassic Park, which was pretty cool. Yahoo! The middle of the island is actually one of the wettest places on Earth, getting over 450 inches of rain per year. It's no wonder why it's so green and lush. But the landscape in Kauai changes very quickly as we headed towards the famous Waimea Canyon, which is known as the Grand Canyon of the Pacific. It was incredible to see it from the air, especially with the red earth in contrast to all the green we just saw. Then of course it wouldn't be a Kauai tour without a pass over the famous Nepali coast, which we had seen from the water the day before. As this is one of the best things to see in Kauai, we're happy to see it from two different perspectives. Then after passing over Hanalei Bay and of course a few more waterfalls, we made our way back to the airport. All right, we just landed from our scenic plane flight.
Wow.
We're alive.
That was so cool.
Yeah, that was really awesome. I would say that was definitely worth $155 a person.
Yeah, we had the most clear conditions ever today. Our pilot said the conditions like this only happen a couple times a year.
Because Kauai actually has some of the rainiest spots on Earth. So as you can imagine, it can get pretty cloudy.
Normally the highest peak in Kauai is completely covered in clouds, but today we were able to go up and circle the entire peak of the island. It was super clear and we got to see everything. We got a full 360 view. It was awesome. I mean, we really couldn't have asked for better weather.
As I mentioned earlier, you are limited by being in a plane. You can't, descend into the canyons like you would be able to with a helicopter. We still saw everything that you would see in a helicopter, just not as close.
Yeah, and it was awesome. I highly recommend it. We saw Waimea Canyon, got to fly over the Nepali coast. That was the one section that was kind of a little hazy, but it was still super impressive and better visibility than we had yesterday.
My only complaint was that we didn't really spend that much time at the Nepali coast. We kind of only saw the place right around Wailua Beach, but we still saw it and it was a little bit cloudy.
Yeah, all in all, I was just super happy with it. We got to see a ton of the island.
The weather was incredible, so it can happen for you.
Shout out to our pilot, Isaac. He was only 22, but he has been flying for 10 years and he was great. Super knowledgeable about the whole island. He grew up here. Definitely recommend this tour. It was well worth it and we're really happy we did it. Again, if you want to check out this tour, we booked this through Get Your Guide. We will link it below and on the screen right here so you can go check it out yourself. If you do click that link, we get a small kickback, so that is always appreciated. But now I think it's time to go get some food.
Sounds good to me. We found a really good list of best places to eat on Kauai, and a few of them are in Lahui, so we're gonna go check them out. We have chosen a place for lunch called Konohiki Seafoods, which one commenter on Google said was the best poke they had ever had in their life. It's only about 5 minutes from the airport, so you can get it right after you fly in, or after you do your scenic flight, as we just did. As for the best poke they've ever had in their lives, oh man, I've had some pretty good poke, so we'll see. It is pretty crowded, so that's a good sign. So that is just a small little shop in a strip mall. There is no place to actually eat, so we're gonna take it back to our hotel and eat it on the beach in our super fast rental car. So the Hilton Garden Inn Resort is right in front of a beach park, which is awesome because the ocean's right there. So we are going to head down to one of the picnic tables or somewhere in the shade and eat our food, which is awesome that we can do that. Not a bad way to spend a Tuesday, if you ask me.
So we ended up going for a Kahlua pork plate. They also had a bunch of single sushi rolls that you could get, so we bought a couple of those. The plate lunch was just about $14, and with the 3 sushi rolls that we got, it ended up being like $24.05. So we're gonna split that, and it's a pretty affordable lunch considering you're getting some really fresh seafood. And eating at the beach, it's only gonna make it taste better.
We spent a little bit of time at the resort and now we're gonna go out and explore a little bit, but due to the time change, we're dragging a little bit. It's a little after 3 p.m. So we stopped at this place called Sunrise Coffee. It closes in just a couple minutes, but it was recommended to me to get a vanilla macadamia latte, and it sounds amazing. If you guys watch my flight attendant channel, you know I get vanilla lattes all the time. So I'm really excited about this one, and this place is very cute. It also has donuts, but they're closed. I'm so sad. I am a donut fiend, and it's really cute. It's very Instagrammable. Like, I think I need a neon donut in my house now, guys. We are now at Poipu Beach, which is on the southern side of the island. Somebody told us at some point that sea turtles like to come up here around this time of day, so we came to check it out, see if we could see any of those guys. But this is also a great place to come and watch the sunset, which is in about an hour and a half. I don't know if we'll stay here that long, but it'd be a good place to watch sunset. Okay, we found the sea turtles. They're at the other end of the beach. So I was wrong, we did end up staying until sunset because when you're at the best beach in Hawaii for sunset, why not stay there, right?
That's gonna be it for this video. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up. appreciate all the support.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. Until next time, this is Kelly and Kevin from the Awkward Tourists. Peace out. Today we're going to be doing a few activities on Kauai that are free or very, very cheap to show you that Kauai doesn't have to be a super expensive island.
And we've just arrived about a half hour before. No, I don't want to say that.
You touched my sweaty back. Sorry about that.
Normally the highest point in Kauai is completely covered in